make yourself more than just a man. If you devote yourself to an ideal, then you become something else entirely.
Interesting design for Firefly. I assume the design is based off of a bumblebee or a hornet. However, I am not sure as to what fuel source is used for the suit or even the energy type. All I know is that the fuel source is a silver liquid. The jetpack powers the wrist-mounted lasers, but is also the greatest weakness, due to the pipe that connects the two. Let me know in comments your thoughts on this version of Firefly.
I failed twice today, Alfred. As the Batman and as Bruce Wayne.
Dynamic of Bruce Wayne failing as Batman and as Bruce Wayne is interesting. Remember, this is an early year Batman that has fought crime for 3 years and only recently for the past few episodes fought supervillains. Bruce is trying to run a business during the day and being Batman at night only for supervillains to sometimes show up during the day. And you even have to factor in the party boy things he does in public to make people not realize he is Batman. Trying to balance all 3 of those aspects in his life is difficult. Last episode, we saw how agile Batman truly is during the Mr. Freeze battle. Earlier in this episode, but later in the video, you will see how agile Batman is when running on rooftops. Current hand-to-hand martial arts fight against Firefly shows how deadly and overpowered Batman is in close quarters combat. Usage of the cape, the blocking and countering of Firefly's fists with the aerial catch combined with a spin was pure skill and muscle. The amount of muscle it would take to hold a fully adult and armored Firefly for that long before spinning him that fast.
Don't let that photograph fool you, Bruce. I may be holding that fish, but your father caught it.
Mayor is voiced by Adam West. You may know him as Batman from the live-action show during the 1960s. Up on screen is his Batman from that exact series. Funny having 2 Batmans. Batman's glider is slower than Firefly's jetpack. The reason for the crash is due to the episode's story, as only the fabric on the glider was hit, which should not have disabled the glider's thrust. Rooftop running scene once again shows how overpowered this Batman is in terms of speed and agility. We can confirm that this is true and not quick animation because of last week's episode.
Well, there's no Thomas Wayne.
That council guy saying, well, he's no Thomas Wayne, is just straight up rude on so many levels. Especially when the council guy knows both of Bruce's parents are legit gone. Might be wrong, but this is the first time we see Batman use the front of the utility belt as a grapple location. The utility belt cannot launch a grapple. Batman used the usual grapple launcher and attached the rope to the utility belt. I assume he upgraded the front computer system on the utility belt in order to also use this, but for easier animation in future episodes, we never see all that detail, just the usual yellow oval.
Us not staying out late on school nights.
You see the inside of the cowl's communication device, and it looks awesome. Animators did this in a cool way to show the audience that the communication device is stored on the side and up to the bat ears, because later Firefly's laser hits one of the bat ears. In the series, the blue glow does not actually happen at all whenever he uses the communication device.
Actually, that would be this morning.
Just like previous episode, for easier animation, the large devices are taken from the back of the utility belt. Just like the sonic device and long-range listening device, this temperature compound scanner also fits on the external rectangular areas of the utility belt. This temperature compound scanner can detect temperature such as Fahrenheit as well as the material the temperature is composed of. In the scene, the heat is made of polyacrylamide, silica, and triblock. The polyacrylamide is a type of water-soluble synthetic linear polymer. It is composed of acrylamide and acrylic acid. The silica is a mineral in the Earth's crust and is composed of silicon and oxygen. Triblock is a three-component epoxy cementitious system that is diluted with water. Lenses on the cowl have a red tech layer that allows Batman to see in ultraviolet. Similar to the scopes from previous episodes, the red layer does not change the white eye color. I cannot figure out what the numbers are. Just the word and target lock. Red tech layer has a zoom function, which uses Batman's eye movement to know when to zoom in or out.
Oh no. Tear gas?
Batman now has tear gas pellets. We have seen the explosive pellets in previous episodes. No difference in design between the two pellets. We even see how the utility belt dispenses those pellets. I might be wrong, but I think that is a new Batcave entrance. Considering where in the city it is located, most likely is a new one. Batman has a new jetpack for when his glider is not fast enough. How fast Batman was able to build this glider shows his intelligence. Sadly, the jetpack does not appear ever again, but glider does.
Time changes nearly everything, but the mission and the legend of the Batman lives on.